If you're feeling like you're just not growing in your mentalities or thinkings, here's some tips to do just that. This first one is actually defining your desires. I know, kind of weird, right? Listen to how people are not actually defining what they want.
I just want to be happy. Most people have never defined it. Specifically, what that looks like for you is the beginning of being happier.
There's a good chance that you aren't growing or like getting what you want because you aren't being specific. So imagine this. You walk into a store and you just say, I want to feel good. People can give you pizza, Tano, video games, because feeling good is so vague. That is why if you're not clear, you won't actually get what you want. But that is exactly what a lot of people are doing in life. They want to be happy, but they don't know what it looks like. So the more clearly that you define what you want, the more clearly that you'll know how to get it. Because let's say you want to become like a real man or a woman, but you haven't actually narrowed down what the characteristics of a mature person looks like. For some people, it might mean like having lots of muscles, owning your own house, or earning lots of money. But you need to define for yourself personally so you know what to aim for. If you're looking to become a more independent person that knows how to navigate themselves around life, hit that subscribe button. Next is that you have to learn to create the thinking that things are happening for you. Watch this clip.
Many of the things that have happened to you have also happened for you. When the crisis or the challenge showed up for me, I immediately would ask, what is this here to teach me?
One of the biggest mentality mistakes that you can have is thinking that your situation is your enemy. Because everyone's like, please make my life more difficult. The thing is this, if you come in with this mentality that every problem that you face in life is just unnecessarily making your life more difficult, you're definitely going to hate your life and you won't grow up. However, on the flip side, if you believe that a problem happens because it's actually trying to teach you something, your mind expands. For example, let's say you're just really frustrated that you don't have as much life skills as your peers. You could feel depressed and then kind of blame your parents for not teaching you those things. Or you can see this as life showing you your potential future by showing you all these different skills that you could have. This isn't a race between you and others. This is a classroom between you and life. Next is being locked in by your reputation. Watch this clip on the effects of fame.
Fame isn't what you think of yourself, it's what other people think of you. And you don't have a grounded, centered self. You will be controlled by the outside instead of the inside.
So fame is just basically like an amplified version of your reputation. So that means it affects you, me, Taylor Swift, everyone. And the reason why some people are not growing up is because they sacrifice themselves for that reputation. Have you ever had someone that feel really threatened because you're better than them at something? That's people being locked in their reputation. But this affects us too. For example, when you start to change and people around you start to really treat you differently, does that hold you back? That is also reputation lock. If you don't feel comfortable with people changing their views on you, you will stop growing because that is supposed to happen. So if you want to be a different person, don't get overly tied up with how people think about you. Last is, don't focus on should. What's the difference between the two questions that are mentioned here?
And everybody's always talking about what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong. I would always say, I wonder what happened to that person that caused them to be this way. So all of the labels that you just...
When you ask what's wrong, the expectation is that everything should be okay, and now there's a problem. However, when you're asking what's wrong, you're focusing on the process that got you here. When you're trying to mature yourself as a person, the more expectations that you just place on yourself, it's really gonna make you feel worse. But when you're focusing on the process, you're actually just changing the little habits that you have, so you're not repeating the same things over again. And that is how you actually grow. Focus on change, not making yourself feel bad. Yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I will talk to you in my next video.